After a jury in Wisconsin delivered the not guilty verdict for the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, the reaction has been quite mixed among celebrities, but a majority feel that Kyle walking free was a miscarriage of justice. What threw a lot of people off though was President Biden's reaction, which actually ended up dividing a lot of his own supporters. In a video posted to Twitter, President Biden said, "I stand by what the jury has concluded. The jury system works and we have to abide by it." Now, to give you some background before we just get right into these other celebrity reactions, on August 25th, 2020, following the shooting of Jacob Blake by police, Black Lives Matter protests began to pop up in Wisconsin. On that day, Kyle drove 20 miles to Kenosha, Wisconsin, where he picked up an AR-15 style rifle that he legally owned from a friend's house. As he's walking down the street, apparently giving medical attention to people that needed it, he also has this rifle strapped around him. And I apologize that we have to blur some of the images of the weapons here and there, but YouTube has become very strict with the type of content that they allow now. Now, obviously, a 17-year-old walking around like this is definitely going to draw some attention. Several people even attempted to take the weapon from him, which resulted in Rittenhouse wounding one man named Gage Grosskreutz, and he also took the lives of two others, Joseph Rosenbaum and Anthony Huber. Now, to begin with these celebrity reactions, we have Mark Ruffalo. His reaction to the verdict really divided his fans because Rosenbaum, who he refers to as JoJo for some reason, was accused of SA by 5 preteen boys in 2002, and he was indicted on 11 counts of, let's call it, acting inappropriately with children. He even pleaded guilty to 2 amended counts of SA with a minor. Plus, the other victim, Anthony Huber, had reportedly pulled a knife on his brother and grandmother, for which he spent a little over 4 months behind bars for. In a series of tweets, Mark Ruffalo said, "We come together to mourn the lives lost to the same racist system that devalues black lives and devalued the lives of Anthony and JoJo. After all we have seen and heard about these weapons of war, these killing machines, there is no doubt that people who faced this young man were more afraid of him than he was of them. He was the one with the weapon of war, loaded and ready to be used on people. Justice weeps bitterly today. We are coming together to heal the scars left by the wounds of this grief. We will care for each other and remember why we continue to march." And while many people agreed with where he was coming from in these tweets, a few fans took issue with him referring to Rosenbaum as JoJo. "Hey Mark Ruffalo, by aligning me with a convicted and a repeat DA simply because of the color of my skin, your tweet devalues my life far more than your imaginary system does." Jamila Jamil also reacted to the news on Twitter and said, "Disgusted and what a dangerous precedent to set, or upkeep really. They're going to make him a cop, aren't they?" With Kerry Washington also tweeting, "Elections matter. The lives of Joseph Rosenbaum and Anthony Huber mattered. They should be alive today. Our First Amendment right to free speech should not cost any of us our lives. And regardless of anybody's verdict anywhere and at any time, black lives do matter, today and always." George Takei also tweeted out, "Justice denied is a body blow to our national psyche. On trial was not only a killer, but a system that continues to kill. Today the system defeated true justice once again. But mark these words, we will never stop fighting for what is right and just." Similar to Mark Ruffalo's comment section, George also had his fans divided over his opinions on this case. One user writes, "I respect you as an actor, George, but is it possible you don't actually care about justice and instead just want to get your way? Which is the conviction of a white person? Is it possible that if he was any other race, you'd accept that it was clearly self-defense?" Celebrities in Hollywood usually all seem to take the same side when it comes to divisive political issues, but with fans being very divided on this one, we'll have to wait and see if any of them decide to reverse the reactions or double down. For now though, that's all the time that we have, but I'll see you on the next one.